Good morning. I'm Jim DeAngelo. I'm an attorney at McNeese, Wallace & Nurick in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Very happy to participate in the video quilt project. My client who I wanted to talk a little bit about was a homeowner in the city of Harrisburg, and he went out and rented a small backhoe and came to his very modest home and wanted to do some work, and unfortunately during the course of that work the backhoe rolled over on his neighbor. His neighbor ended up a paraplegic, and following the accident a lawsuit was filed against the manufacturer of the backhoe, the party that rented the backhoe, and unfortunately for our client he also ended up getting sued as the operator of the backhoe. And further complicating things, it turned out that he had not purchased a standard homeowner's policy, but had only purchased a fire loss policy, and so he had no insurance coverage to help him get an attorney and work through the problems in the lawsuit. During the course of the case, when we got involved, it was fairly far along, and things were going badly for the client, in part because he hadn't really confronted the case and dealt with it, and that was driven by the fact that he was a recent immigrant to the United States and didn't understand the legal system, and was actually afraid that as a result of this civil lawsuit that he was going to end up being put in jail. So he didn't tell his family, he didn't tell his friends, he just tried to keep it quiet, and by the time we got involved it was fairly far along. We helped him work through things, and immediately calmed him down and assured him that he was not going to go to prison over a civil lawsuit. Eventually the case got resolved between the parties who had some resources to contribute. Our client ended up getting out of the case as a result of that, and is now moved on with his life and his family life, and that's been a good thing for him. For myself, it was a good experience to be able to help him work through this, and it made me very, very aware of how scary it can be for someone who is unsophisticated, confronted with our legal system, and how extremely terrifying it can be for someone who has limited English proficiency and has come here with cultural differences and understandings of the legal system in their home country, and no understanding of our legal system whatsoever. So it was a great experience to help him. I'm very happy to help other clients in the future to work through things.